Is it possible? No, it's way too early for any movement. Still, it is Ridge's baby.
Not this year, Carl. No, look, I know, I missed Paris, too. It's just one of those years, I guess. No, it's nothing serious. I'm sure everything will work itself out. Well, look, it's been good talking to you. Yes, thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye. Brooke, hi.
Here's the progress report on the new dye.
I thought you said that wasn't going to be ready until next week.
Well, I was inspired.
By what?
Oh, a little friend.
Named Eric Jr., I presume? It was fun last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was fun.
Even if it doesn't mean a lot to you, it means a lot to Eric Jr. to have you staying over in the guest room.
Oh, Eric, please don't make it sound like I don't enjoy your company, because I do.
Well, then why don't you make it permanent?
You know why I can't make it permanent.
All I know is that you're intelligent, you're a scientist, you're a very good mother. You're bright, you're well-read, and you're up on current events. You're just the kind of a woman who wouldn't be caught dead wasting her time on a lost cause. And that's exactly what my married son is, a lost cause. And yet you won't let him go.
No, I won't let him go. Not yet.
Are you that attached and that dependent? Because if you are, maybe you should talk to somebody about this.
Like who? Taylor Hayes?
Brooke, there are plenty of fine therapists in town.
Oh, Eric, I don't need a therapist.
Well, then what is it, Brooke? What is it you're basing all these hopes on? Ridge is married, and he's on his honeymoon with a woman he absolutely adores. What makes you think that when he comes home, he's going to turn all his attentions to you once again? Because he won't, Brooke. He just won't.
Been me. Taylor said so herself, she said. If it hadn't been Ridge, it very well might have been you. I should have gotten rid of you, Ridge, when I had the chance. You've been gone a long time.
Had a lot of thinking to do.
Thinking about what?
About me, my life, my future.
Come to any conclusions?
Yes, I did. In fact, I spoke with my father.
It didn't even happen here at work.
Where did it happen?
In the parking lot, the car overheated.
Well, you're lucky it's just a minor burn. I know how painful burns can be.
Well, I don't know about lucky. Now I've got to go out and buy a new car. The thing is shot.
Well, you let me know if you get a good deal. I need a car, too.
What I'd really like is one like Eric Forrester tools around in. Now, there's a set of wheels.
Do you ever meet Mr. Forrester?
Talk to him every Christmas at the party.
He seems like quite a gentleman.
The best. If that man called me, asked me to work overtime for the next 2 weeks, I wouldn't even ask him why. I'd just do it. I'd do anything for him. Couldn't ask for a better boss.
Well, you're very loyal.
Talk to anyone around here. We all feel that way.
Well, here you go. You're all set. You come back tomorrow and I'll change the dressing, okay?
Thanks. What did you say your name was again?
Sheila Carter.
Nice to meet you, Sheila. I'm Nancy. You know, that's another thing about Mr. Forrester. Never forgets a name. Knows all of us, even me. See you later.
Okay, bye-bye. Well, that's one thing I guarantee you, Eric Forrester. Sheila Carter is one name you're never gonna forget.
So what is it, Brooke? Why do you think Ridge will respond to you when he first gets back from his honeymoon?
It's just something that I feel in my gut, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean.
Well, then we're just going to have to agree to disagree on this.
I just don't want you to be disappointed again, that's all.
Don't worry, I won't be. I better get back downstairs. I'm starving.
Oh, that's perfect. I made reservations for us at that new little bistro at the beach club.
Oh, Eric, I can't.
You just said you're hungry.
I know, but I brought my sandwich and yogurt.
Save it. Come to lunch with me.
But I'm in the middle of an experiment. I really can't leave.
Would the experiment be an excuse if Ridge were asking you out?
Please don't. I have to go. Oh, Miss Forster, hello. Hello, Shauna.
It's Sheila.
Come in.
Oh, Mr. Forster, I can see you're busy.
Yes, I am, Sheila.
Well, I can come back another time.
No, that's all right. Come on in.
So you spoke to your father.
Yes, that's where I was.
What did you tell him?
I think that's between him and me.
Karen, what's going on here?
I've decided to move in with my father.
Oh, you have?
Yes, he wants to get to know me better, and I want to get to know him better. He was really very touching.
Touching? The word touching doesn't even fit in the same sentence with Bill Spencer.
Blake, please, you're talking about my father.
Sorry. Well, what are you going to do about Rich? You're just going to give up on him?
He gave up on me.
No, he didn't. He's just getting to know you.
Look, Blake, the timing was just all wrong. I mean, maybe if you'd let me talk to him a little sooner.
I didn't know the man was getting married, or I'd let you talk to him a little bit sooner. But it's not too late. He's coming back soon.
He's coming back from his honeymoon with his new wife.
So?
Blake, would you listen to yourself? You are obsessed. Obsessed with a woman who just got married, and you want me to be obsessed with her husband? No. I mean, this is ridiculous. Now, it is over for me and Ridge, and it is over for you and Taylor. Can't you understand that?
Mr. Forster, I can see you're busy. This really can wait.
No, Sheila, go ahead. What is it?
Well, it's about the infirmary.
What about it?
I have a couple of ideas.
What are they?
Look, this is silly. I can see your mind is elsewhere.
Well, are your ideas silly? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Well, good. Why don't you tell me what they are over lunch?
Lunch?
Yes, lunch. Right now. Come.
That's good for the baby. Yogurt's very high in calcium. Do you mind if I come in?
Yes, I do.
Oh, well, I don't want you to be too comfortable because I have something I want to tell you.
Stephanie, I don't have anything to say to you, and I'm sure you don't have anything to say to me that you haven't already said 1,000 times.
Oh, yes, I do. I want to tell you that my feelings towards you have changed considerably since last week.
You hate me. You've always hated me. That hasn't changed.
It's frightening, isn't it?
Now, do I look frightened?
No, actually, you're hiding it pretty well, but inside I think there's a lot of panic.
Panic? You have a flair for the dramatic. Why should I be panicked?
Because you realize that I'm no longer on your side. And that the baby doesn't have a father.
The baby does have a father, and Ridge is going to be home very soon.
Oh, so you are going to tell him. Do you realize that you used this scenario for the second time, trying to trap Ridge with a pregnancy?
Stephanie, I'm not trying to trap Ridge.
Oh, sure you are. You've tried it once before and it didn't work, and it isn't going to work now. You know, for a very bright girl, you are very slow.
Will you please get out of here?
You did try and trap Ridge 3 years ago. You tried the same stunt with Eric. Only with Eric, it worked. He married you. And now you want out of that relationship, don't you? And so what does Miss Predictability do? Surprise of surprises. She got pregnant again. You'd make great breeding stock.
You'd be pregnant yourself, Stephanie, if you were young enough. That is, if you could find a partner.
My, aren't we witty today?
Well, you always bring out the best in me.
You know, you'd think that everybody in the family would realize exactly what you are. 3 times in 4 years. It's amazing. 3 times pregnant. You'd think they'd see through you. See you for what you are, just a tramp. You know, I don't like Taylor very much, but I will say one thing. That woman has more class in her little finger than you have in your whole body. Which brings me to the next question. Who is the father of the baby? Ridge? Eric? Or is it one of the delivery boys?
And the specials are on the insert.
Thanks.
Do you want anything from the bar?
Iced tea, if you will.
Okay. Ma'am?
Oh, I'll have the same, thank you.
All right.
Been wanting to check this place out.
Yeah, it's really super.
At night, it's a real hangout for the singles crowd, I'm told. I have a couple of daughters who are singles. They told me about it.
Oh, the protective father.
No, not really. Well, all right. I am a bit of a protective father.
There's nothing wrong with that.
What about this idea of yours?
Well, please, I don't want you to think I'm being too pushy. I know I just started this job.
Don't be embarrassed. Tell me about it.
Well, I'm sure you're aware of several companies starting fitness programs for their employees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard about that.
Well, I have done some research, Mr. Forrester. I have it right here.
You've done some research?
Mm-hmm. Companies offering fitness programs to their employees are showing a marked increase in job productivity, not to mention job morale, job approval, and a better attitude about the workplace, and a 60% decrease in absenteeism. Healthier employees are happier employees.
I see.
Here, look at this.
No, because it's not over. Ridge and Taylor are still within our reach.
Oh, Blake, will you stop?
No, you stop and stop acting like a child. Ridge wants you. Don't you understand that? He proved that. He kissed you the night before his own wedding.
And he married Taylor in spite of that. Look, Blake, if you want Taylor, then go ahead, go ahead. Go after Taylor. But I'm moving in with my father.
No, you're not. You're staying right here.
You're hurting my arm, Blake.
You can't leave me, Karen. You can't just move out. You owe me this. And you're going to help me. We both are going to have the people we truly desire.
Blake, you're a very handsome man. I mean, Taylor Hayes is not the only woman in the world.
She is for me.
Come on. You don't need her. I mean, you could be happy with any number of women.
I don't want any number of women. There's only one woman in the world for me. And one way or another, I am going to have Taylor. I'd have had her by now if it wasn't. One way or another, Karen, she's going to be mine and you're going to help me get her. Do you understand that?
Sure. Whatever you say, Blake. I'm gonna go up to my room.
Who is the father of the baby?
I hope you don't expect me to dignify that with an answer.
Well, Ridge is going to expect you to dignify it with an answer, and so is Eric.
I have been intimate with only one man in these last months.
Well, that must be a record for you.
Are you enjoying yourself?
No. What I'm going to enjoy is when you walk out of this building for the last time, when my family is finally rid of you. That is a moment that I am going to savor, and it is a moment that's going to come. This pregnancy that you're counting on is going to be your downfall. You've gone to the well one time too many. And when Ridge finds out about this pregnancy, and Eric does, their feelings for you compared to my feelings of disgust for you, you can't imagine what it's going to be like. Happy gestating.
So you see, we're not talking about a huge outlay.
No, we're not.
Just a room where I could conduct a few exercise classes, maybe some moderately priced equipment. But the payback, Mr. Forster, here, look yourself. The statistics. You see, companies offering fitness programs are showing a 45% less employee turnover.
Oh, it's very impressive. It's very impressive.
You really mean that?
Well, yes, of course I do.
Well, then it was worth it.
What was worth it?
This. To see you smile like that. It's the first time you smiled since we sat down here.
Well, I've had a lot on my mind.
Well, you know, a fitness program has a positive effect on stress reduction, too.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm. You see, stress is very unhealthy, Mr. Forster. And what's unhealthy for you is most certainly unhealthy for the rest of us. The company really depends on you. I've never been more impressed with that fact.
I appreciate you pointing that out. I'll keep it in mind.
I'm sure you have some friends. You should talk to them. It really helps to get it out.
Actually, I don't have that many friends in whom I confide.
Excuse me, Mr. Forster. There's a phone call for you at the bar.
Oh, thank you. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, you have a friend now, Eric Forster. Maybe even more than a friend.